What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am here to do my NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver 2021 predictions. Now, Takeover Stand and Deliver is NXT's first ever two-night event that starts this Wednesday live on the USA Network and this Thursday live on WWE's new streaming platform Peacock from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Tampa, Florida. Now, this card for NXT's first ever two-night Takeover event, it is loaded, folks, and it is loaded and stacked from top to bottom. We have 10 fantastic matches with 7 big titles on the line, so I am extremely excited to do my Takeover Stand and Deliver predictions for you guys this year. This could be a long video because I'm predicting the two-night event in this one big video, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Takeover Stand and Deliver this year after our last NXT Takeover, which was Takeover Vengeance Day on Valentine's Day, we went 3-2. So our overall record coming in is 71-27. So we're coming in hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 7 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it number 8. Hopefully. And I hope you guys will be able to watch this video and all the great videos I'll be putting up on the channel in the month of April this year. And as always, show your support on the channel as always, guys, by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked the good one if you're a huge fan of NXT like myself, and you're ready for NXT Takeover, Stand, and Deliver. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Two. Whoop, whoop, again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator match where the winner gets a golden opportunity. Starting off with the competitors. First, he is a former NXT North American Champion. He is Lio Rush combined with Ring of Honor's Cheeseburger. He is Leon Ruff. Next, you have a man that's looking to get his opportunity. He was Lucha Underground's kill shot. He is Isaiah Swerve Scott. Next, you have the biggest man in this Gauntlet Eliminator match. He is Big Boy Bronson Reed. Next, you have a former multiple-time X Division champion, and right now, he is filthy rich. He is the Carolina Caveman, if you will, Cameron Grimes. Next, you have the man that a lot of people are picking to win this Gauntlet Eliminator, the man with the 1,000-yard stare, the mysterious Dexter Lumis. And finally, you have the man making his NXT Takeover debut, a former Impact Wrestling World Champion. He is Eli Drake. Now, this matchup is very important because whoever wins this Gauntlet Eliminator matchup will challenge Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship later tonight. So this is a big opportunity for one of these 6 men. Now, the matchup will start with Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, followed by Bronson Reed, followed by Cameron Grimes, followed by Dexter Lumis, and finally by Eli Drake. So Eli Drake is coming in as the favorite, coming in last in this Gauntlet Eliminator, and he'll be the most fresh. So coming from me, in this 6-man Gauntlet Elimination match to see who will challenge Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship, my 3 picks to win are Dexter Lumis, Eli Drake, and my wildcard pick, Big Boy Bronson Reed. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are representing the way, and they are looking to become the next NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, consisting of Indi Hartwell, Indi Wrestling, and the Poison Pixie herself, Candice LeRae. And Candice and Indi are challenging the second reigning and defending NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. Now, starting off with Indi and Candice, this is a big opportunity for them, a chance to bring some gold back to the way with Candice's husband, the NXT North American Champion. Candice is looking to finally win her first NXT title with her best friend, Indi Hartwell, because they'll win by any means necessary. It's their way or the Gargano way. Their side, you have Shotzi and Ember looking to start their first reign as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and they're looking to make their first title defense at an NXT Takeover for the first time as a successful one. Now, Shotzi and Ember won the belts on March 10th episode of NXT when NXT debuted the Women's Tag Team Championships, with the first champions being Raquel and Dakota, losing the belts 60 minutes after being crowned the first champions to Shotzi and Ember. And I know a lot of people, including myself, thought they did Raquel dirty and Dakota Kai dirty by having them hold on to the belts for only 1 hour before losing them to Shotzi and Ember. But Shotzi and Ember are looking to prove themselves. This is a good challenge for them, and they're looking to walk out still the champs. So coming from me, in this matchup for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, I am going to go with Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae to become the new NXT Women's Champions and defeat Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a triple threat match to crown the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Starting off with the challengers. First, they are looking to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. They are Legado del Fantasma. Next, they are the former NXT UK Tag Team Champions. They are the Grizzled Young Veterans. And finally, you have the team that won the Men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and they're looking to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. They are 2/3 of the former crew known as the Rascals in Impact Wrestling. They are MSK. Now, this matchup came to be after Danny Burch was injured and separated his shoulders, in which William Regal had to strip Burch and Lorcan of the Tag Team Championships, and he made this triple threat match to crown new Tag Team Champs. Now, for me, this is a two-team race. It's between MSK and the Grizzled Young Veterans. Legado del Fantasma seems like they're the fifth wheel in this matchup. Even though I think they could pull off a huge upset, I just don't think they're into the equation of winning this. Because it's really, the story is the Grizzled Young Veterans versus MSK. We all saw what happened at Vengeance Day in the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic with MSK winning it, defeating the Grizzled Young Veterans, and then the Grizzled Young Veterans getting revenge on MSK, breaking one of their members' hands, stopping them from getting a tag team title opportunity. So that's the story. Legado del Fantasma is the fifth wheel in this. The story is MSK and the Grizzled Young Veterans. And for me, one of those two teams is going to walk out the new tag team champs. So coming from me, in this triple threat match to determine the new NXT Tag Team Champions, this one's tough because I picked the Grizzled Young Veterans to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and MSK won. So I was wrong there. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go with those young boys of MSK to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions and defeat the Grizzled Young Veterans and Legado del Fantasma by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one first ever meeting. On one side, he is a former NXT Tag Team Champion and a former NXT UK Champion. He is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And his opponent is a former 6-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, a former 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion with his partner Alex Shelley in Time Splitters, a 2-time Best of Super Juniors Champion, the 2016 Super J Cup winner, a former Ring of Honor Television Champion, and he is indeed the true ace of the Junior Heavyweights division. And if you know his music back in New Japan, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Time Splitter Kushida. Now, this matchup has the potential to be a show stealer, and it all started this past week on NXT television in the Battle Royal to determine the 6 guys that could be in the Gauntlet Eliminator, where Kushida and Pete Dunne met in the middle of the ring and both eliminated each other out of that match. So you know this matchup is going to be good if they just made this matchup a week before this takeover event. And for me, this is going to be a show-stealing matchup because both guys are coming off losses at Vengeance Day on Valentine's Day. Pete Dunne losing to Finn Balor and Kushida losing to Johnny Gargano. So both guys need a much-needed win here. So coming from me, in this one-on-one first ever meeting between the Bruiserweight and the Time Splitter, this one's tough because I like Kushida, but the way they're booking Kushida in NXT is pretty damn horrible. And it's almost like he's there for the sake of being there. He's not doing anything irrelevant. He's not in big matches. He's not in title matches other than that one against Gargano at Vengeance Day. it just seems like NXT is not really utilizing Kushida to his fullest extent, because Kushida is one of the best junior heavyweights in this business. A man that held that junior heavyweight title 6 times. And he was the ace of that junior heavyweight division, just to be reduced to just having a match out of nowhere. So coming from me, as much as I love Kushida and I would love to pick him here, I have to go with the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne to defeat Kushida by any means in a show-stealing banger. And now the next matchup, and it is for the NXT Women's Championship, and this is the main event of Night 1 on April the 7th on the USA Network. Starting off with the challenger. She is looking to finally become the NXT Women's Champion. She is Big Mommy Cool Raquel Gonzalez. And Raquel Gonzalez is challenging the 12th reigning and defending NXT Women's Champion, a former member of Stardom's Queen's Quest. She is the Queen of the Sky, or the Genius of the Sky, the Black Lotus, Io Shirai. Now, this matchup is definitely big for Raquel Gonzalez because she earned this opportunity by defeating Io Shirai in the Women's War Games matchup all the way back last year. And this is her biggest opportunity of her young career in NXT. A chance to walk out the NXT Women's Champion. And she has really been manhandling Io Shirai. We all saw what happened on NXT this past Wednesday. She put Io Shirai through a wall. I mean, the strength of this woman is amazing, and she has the distinct advantage of the height and the strength in this matchup. But she's going to have to put it all together if she wants to be the NXT Women's Champion. There is idea of Io Shirai looking to continue this amazing run as the NXT Women's Champion. She's been champion since June of last year. She has held the title for over 10 months. But for me, this is her stiffest and her toughest test as NXT Women's Champion. Yes, she got it done at Vengeance Day against Toni Storm and Raquel Mercedes Martinez. But facing a woman that's bigger than you and taller than you is not going to be easy. And Io Shirai is going to have to use her speed to win this. She's going to have to catch Raquel Gonzalez sleeping if she wants to walk out the Women's Champion. And with a potential challenger waiting in the wings in Taya Valkyrie, the former longest reigning TNA Knockouts champion coming to NXT, Shirai is going to have some very interesting contenders for that belt. But she just has to get through Raquel Gonzalez first. And it ain't going to be easy. So coming from me, in this main event match on night 1 of this TakeOver 2-night event for the NXT Women's Championship, this one's tough because I like Io Shirai. I think she's an amazing NXT Women's Champion, almost as good as Asuka's run in NXT as the champion. But for me, I think size and strength makes her a heavy underdog. And I usually don't pick against Shirai twice, but I think I got to live dangerously here. And I'm going to go with Raquel Gonzalez, Big Mommy Cool, to become the new NXT Women's Champion and defeat the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a ladder match to determine the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Starting off with the competitors. He has been the NXT Cruiserweight Champion in NXT. He is the leader of La Guerra del Fantasma. He is Santos Escobar. And his opponent has been the NXT Cruiserweight Champion ever since winning the belt at Worlds Collide over a year ago. He has represented NXT UK. He is the true Irish ace, Jordan Devlin. Now this matchup almost had to happen. We have 2 NXT Cruiserweight Champions. We need 1 undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion. But the whole thing with this Cruiserweight Championship mess started all the way back at Worlds Collide when Jordan Devlin won the NXT Cruiserweight title. And then when that happened, we had the pandemic and the coronavirus pandemic. The travel ban started, and Jordan Devlin couldn't defend the NXT UK title. So for some insane, stupid reason, NXT stripped him of the belt just because he couldn't defend it, and they named a new Cruiserweight champion in Santos Escobar. And Jordan Devlin was not all for that, including myself, because Jordan Devlin won that match at Worlds Collide all the way back in January. And the fact that this pandemic stopped him from coming to NXT to defend the title, yet NXT stripped him of the belt, was kind of messed up on NXT's part because there was no option in him coming because of the travel ban. And the fact that they just say, oh, we're going to strip Jordan Devlin of the belt and give the belt to Santos Escobar so he can defend it. But Jordan Devlin said hell no to that. He came to NXT a couple weeks ago and challenged Santos Escobar to a match. And then this matchup got even more interesting when HBK came out and introduced a ladder. which Shawn Michaels knows very well in trying to determine an undisputed champion. He was in the matchup against Razor at WrestleMania 10 for the undisputed Intercontinental title. So this matchup has a potential to be a show stealer because of a ladder match in NXT. Ladder matches in NXT don't disappoint at all. So you know this matchup is going to be good. So coming from me, in this highly anticipated ladder match to determine who will be the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion, this one's tough because I like Jordan Devlin. I like the whole true Irish ace of NXT UK, the whole gimmick. I love it. But coming from me, I am going to go with Santos Escobar to become the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion and defeat the Irish ace Jordan Devlin by any means in a match of the year classic. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT North American Championship. Starting off with the challenger. Now the challenger will be determined in that 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator matchup, and whoever wins that matchup is looking to become the next NXT North American Champion. And the winner of that 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator match will be challenging the 10th reigning and defending in NXT's first and only 3-time NXT North American Champion. He is the leader of the way. He is Johnny Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano. Now this matchup is big because whoever wins that Gauntlet Eliminator will have a golden opportunity to become the next NXT North American Champion. Now, I know a lot of people, including myself, thinks it's going to be Dexter Lumis because if you've been watching NXT like I have, the rivalry, the build up to Dexter Lumis versus Johnny Gargano is almost imminent. So I fully suspect Dexter Lumis will be the challenger for this title. There's how you have Johnny Gargano looking to continue his reign as the NXT's only and first 3-time NXT North American Champion. He's looking to make his next title defense a successful one. Now, he last defended the title against Kushida at NXT Takeover Vengeance Day on February 14th, and he has been taking on everybody ever since. And even though his NXT Takeover record is not great, Johnny Gargano always steps up when it comes to these takeovers, win or lose. So coming from me in this huge matchup for the NXT North American Championship, I'm going to go with the winner of that 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator to become the new NXT North American Champion and defeat Johnny Gargano. And now the next matchup. And this matchup I am extremely excited for because I have a damn good feeling this is going to be another 2021 Match of the Year candidate. Because it is for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is a former NXT Tag Team Champion, a former NXT World Champion, and he's looking to become the next NXT UK Champion. He is the Sicilian psychopath Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa is challenging the 3rd reigning and defending NXT UK Champion. He is the leader of Imperium and he is the Ring General Walter. Now this matchup is maybe one of the most highly anticipated matchups on this TakeOver Stand and Deliver card because it's 2 of the best fighting for the United Kingdom Championship. And I'm telling you, I guarantee you folks, this is going to be an absolute banger. Now starting off with Tommaso Ciampa first, this is a big matchup for him. A chance to become the NXT UK Champion and defeat the man who really has not lost one match in NXT UK. And a chance to become, I think, the first ever NXT champion and an NXT UK champion. So there's a lot of history on the line for Tommaso Ciampa, but it ain't going to be easy against the Ring General. There's how you have Walter looking to continue his amazing run as the NXT UK champion. He has been champion since NXT TakeOver New York all the way back in 2019. He's been champ for 2 years, 700 days as NXT UK champion. He's only behind Nick Aldis because Nick Aldis has been the NWA World Champion for over 800 days. But the fact that Walter has held this belt for over 700 days and he has not lost one TakeOver match or one match in his entire career is amazing. And I'm going to say it right now. You better take a quick prayer for Tommaso Ciampa's chest because Walter's chops. I have seen some of the best chops in the biz. I've seen Jericho's chops. I've seen Flair's chops. I've seen Benoit's chops. I've seen Kenny Omega's chops, Hiromu chops, Dragon Elite chops. But Walter's chops are completely out of this world. It feels like a gunshot or more of a bazooka hitting your chest. And Walter is looking to show his his dominance as the ring general and looking to show that the ring that he walks in is sacred when it comes to Imperium. So coming from me in this highly anticipated showdown for the NXT United Kingdom Championship, this one's going to be good. I'm telling you right now, this one's going to be an absolute classic, and it's going to be a war, which I can see maybe another rematch down the line. But coming from me, as much as I love Tommaso Ciampa, he's going in way over his head, because I am going to go with the ring general, the leader of Imperium, Walter, to retain the NXT United Kingdom Championship by any means and defeat Tommaso Ciampa in a match of the year banger. And now the next matchup, and this is a matchup I have been waiting for 4 years. It is an unsanctioned grudge match between two former tag team partners and two former best friends of the Undisputed Era. Starting off on one side, he is a former two-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. He is a former PWG Heavyweight Champion. He is a former three-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. He is NXT's only former three-time NXT Tag Team Champion, and he is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is Kyle O'Reilly. And his opponent is a former PWG Heavyweight Champion, a former Ring of Honor Television Champion, the very first NXT North American Champion, a former NXT Tag Team Champion, a former NXT World Champion, and the only man in Ring of Honor history to hold that Ring of Honor World Championship 3 times. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about, baby. He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, this is the 9th one-on-one meeting between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. Now, if you're counting all of their one-on-one showdowns in PWG, Ring of Honor, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, Adam Cole leads the all-time series 5-3. Now, Kyle O'Reilly's last one-on-one victory over Adam Cole was for this Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle all the way back in 2016 in a no disqualification match. And Adam Cole's last victory one-on-one over Kyle O'Reilly was for this same Ring of Honor World Championship all the way back at Wrestle Kingdom 11 in 2017. So these two have not met in over 4 years one-on-one. Now, the build to this one-on-one showdown between the two former Future Shock tag team and former members of the Undisputed Era started at TakeOver Vengeance Day. After Finn Balor retained the NXT title, Kyle O'Reilly came out and tried to make Finn Balor part of the Undisputed Era, in which Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, said, hell no to that. And he super kicked Finn Balor and then super kicked his former best friend in the face. And then it escalated the night after with Kyle O'Reilly coming out saying, where are you, Cole? Are you a coward? And he came out after a tag team matchup with Kyle O'Reilly and hit a suplex on the he had a suplex on the steel steps on Kyle O'Reilly, putting him on a stretcher. Then it escalated outside of NXT in some police craziness with William Regal coming out and Cole saying that Kyle O'Reilly tried to run him off the road and the police got involved. Then we saw Cole come to Kyle O'Reilly's camp in MMA and attack him with a bunch of MMA guys, stopping Adam Cole. And the build to this has been amazing because their matchup at Final Battle 2016 was good. Their matchup at Wrestle Kingdom 11 was great. But I feel like this matchup is going to be absolutely amazing because it's unsanctioned. When it comes to unsanctioned matches, they always deliver. I mean, Shawn and Triple H at SummerSlam in 2002. I mean, the Unforgiven match between Jericho and Shawn Michaels, that delivered. And when it comes to unsanctioned matchups, they always deliver. And when it comes to NXT, you know it's going to be crazy. But this matchup is very personal to Kyle O'Reilly because, again, the Undisputed Era was his life. He came in with Adam Cole 4 years ago and started the Undisputed Era. And the fact that Adam Cole killed the Undisputed Era in just one night pisses Kyle O'Reilly off to no end. So this matchup is definitely personal to him because, again, Kyle O'Reilly hasn't beaten Adam Cole in 4 years for anything. But this matchup is big, and it definitely favors Kyle O'Reilly because he'll do whatever it takes to win. There's how you have Adam Cole looking to get back into the Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor World Title picture, the NXT World Title picture, because the Adam Cole that we saw turn on the Undisputed Era is the Adam Cole I remember in Ring of Honor, going for that Ring of Honor World Championship, doing whatever it takes to win, stabbing his friends in the back just to become champion. And that's what Adam Cole did. He did what Adam Cole does. He makes a group, makes it all about himself, cuts the group out, and walks out champion. And that's what Adam Cole's goal is going to be. He wants to get rid of his former tag team partner once and for all, and once again be the NXT champion. So coming from me in this highly anticipated unsanctioned grudge match between the former Future Shock tag team and the former 2 members of the now defunct Undisputed Era, this one's going to be so good. I just have that feeling this matchup is going to be an absolute banger, and I also can guarantee you it's going to be another 2021 Match of the Year candidate because these two hate each other's guts, and that's what makes this matchup so fucking good. So coming from me, as much as I love Adam Cole and I rep the boy, I am going to go with Kyle O'Reilly to defeat Adam Cole by any means in a Match of the Year banger. And now, the main event. It is for the NXT Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to once again be the NXT Champion, and he's looking to regain the title that he never lost. He will be accompanied by his beautiful wife, Scarlett Bordeaux, and it's time to fall and pray because the end is near. Because he is Killer Kross. And Killer Kross is challenging the former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the former 6-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, a former 2-time Best of Super Juniors winner. He is the founding father of Bullet Club, the former 2-time Intercontinental Champion, the first Universal Champion, and he is the reigning and defending 2-time NXT Champion. And if you know his music back in New Japan, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Finn Balor. Now, this matchup has been highly anticipated ever since Killer Kross came back from his injury looking to regain the title that he never lost. And the talking is officially over. It's time to fight in the ring. Now, starting off with Killer Kross first is a big opportunity for him, a chance to regain the title that he never lost. He had to vacate the belt after separating his shoulder against Keith Lee over 1 year ago, and they had no choice but to strip him of the belt. But Killer Kross is back, and he is a badass, bigger than ever, looking to regain the title he never lost. And he's looking to continue his undefeated streak in NXT. He has not lost a one-on-one match since he's come to NXT. And he's looking to once again be the NXT champion. There inside you have Finn Balor looking to continue his reign as the 2-time NXT champion. And he's looking to continue his dominance at NXT Takeover. Now, Balor hasn't lost a one-on-one match in over 5 years at Takeover. His last loss at a Takeover was all the way back on June 8th of 2016 at NXT Takeover The End in a steel cage match against Samoa Joe. So when it comes to NXT Takeover, Finn Balor is king. He hasn't lost a match in over 5 years. His last title defense was a classic with Adam Cole. His last Takeover title defense was at Vengeance Day against Pete Dunne. But I think this is Finn Balor's toughest and his stiffest test as NXT champion. And he's been teasing maybe bringing back the Demon. And that would be something to see because we have not seen the Demon in a couple years because WWE kind of screwed that Demon up, the Demon gimmick real badly that they had to bring Finn Balor to NXT to get the ratings up, but we all know the war is over, and NXT is moving to Tuesdays in April, and that just means the winner of the Wednesday Night Wars was All Elite Wrestling. But Finn Balor is going to have to do whatever it takes to win if he wants to remain the NXT champion. So coming from me in this monumental main event match for the NXT Championship, as much as I love Finn Balor, as much as I respect the founding father of Bullet Club, because I roll with Bullet Club and New Japan Pro Wrestling in Switchblade's new era, I have to go with Killer Kross to become the new two-time NXT champion and defeat Finn Balor by any means in another match of the year banger. And those are my NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver 2021 predictions. Whew, now I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you see winning that huge matchup for the NXT title between Killer Kross and Finn Balor? Who do you see winning that unsanctioned grudge match between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole? Who do you see winning the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Championship between Santos Escobar and Jordan Devlin? Who do you see winning the North American Championship between the winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator and Johnny Gargano? Who do you see winning the NXT Women's title between Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Gonzalez, and Io Shirai? Who do you see winning between Pete Dunne and Kushida? Who do you see winning the vacant NXT Tag Team titles between MSK, the Grizzled Young Veterans, and Legado del Fantasma? And who do you see winning the NXT Women's Tag Team titles between The Way and Shotzi and Ember? Let me know all of your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on a serial comment. Like it and, of course, reply right back to you, because comments and your opinions are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching my NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver predictions on today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're about 6 subscribers away from the big 900 subscriber milestone. So we just need a few more people to be 100 subscribers closer to 1,000 subscribers. And YouTube tells me that nearly 55% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So let's change that. If you're a fan of professional wrestling when it comes to NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, Ring of Honor, and WWE, and you're a fan of professional sports when it comes to Major League Baseball, the NBA, the NHL, college football, college basketball, the works, super kick that subscribe button. It's free, and you can become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys in 3 weeks' time for my official New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni Night 1 and Night 2 predictions, and my official New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestling Dontaku Night 1 and Night 2 predictions. Later days, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe, and peace.